Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Miss Wangui Muithathi, and on today's episode, we will be talking about how to manage money like the top 1%. These are simply strategies for wealth. Stay tuned. I'll be breaking down a few points on how they strategize and handle their money. The first thing they do is they prioritize high income investments. These are investments that yield high returns. Also, assets that are likely to yield high returns and that align with financial long-term goals. They normally focus on investments like real estate, stocks, businesses, and stuff like that. Anything that has potential for growth or stability, they will put their hands on. So they are always on the lookout for these things. These investments provide capital appreciation and income, thus building wealth steadily over time. And this is why most times you'll find a high net worth individual allocating money or funds to dividend-paying stocks or commercial real estate, which offer ongoing returns. Prioritizing high-income investments ensures financial security and growth for your money. So this means there's low-income investments out there. Be on the lookout and don't invest in such companies, unless maybe you're a partner or something like that. Just be on the lookout for high-income investments. Another thing they do is they diversify their income streams. They don't rely on one source of income. For example, investments, businesses, dividends, things that always bring more money at the end of the day. They have different sources of income, reducing dependency on one stream of income. Don't paralyze one source of income. You'll barely find them dependent on one source of income or one stream of income. They understand the dangers and the stagnation that comes with that. If you want movement financially, you have to diversify. Diversifying is necessary for growth. Diversity minimizes risk financially, and it also provides stability during economic changes. Like right now, everyone is afraid, worried about the economic changes that are going on. You'll find the wealthy are not really shaken by these things because they diversified and they have several streams of income. So they know even if it affects one thing or one investment, the others are safe. For instance, a top earner can combine income from a job, income from dividends, and income from real estate or rental properties. So you see, at the end of the day, this individual is on their path to building wealth. And you'll find these top earners, all this money they are getting from all these sources of income, they are still putting it together and creating another investment. So they end up growing. The wealthy understand that diversifying provides a safety net, ensuring resilience in case one source declines. So you see how careful these people are and how smart, because those are calculated moves. Copy and paste those things. We are copy pasting. Okay. Another thing they do, which caught me off guard, is they create a future-oriented budget. We know how to create budget. Just create a budget. But we don't talk about creating a future-oriented budget. A future-oriented budget is one that focuses on long-term goals, not just immediate expenses. So you'll find the common mwananchi has the common budget, and then we have the wealthy who have a future-oriented budget. We need to make these changes, eh? We have to be changing lanes very soon. This is where you simply allocate a portion of your income towards your future long-term goals. They also allocate a portion of their income towards savings and protection. This kind of mindset helps you build wealth by prioritizing growth over short-term gratification. And that is why most of the time you'll never see the wealthy falling for these short-term, quick things. They will always prioritize growth. This short-term gratification, sana is for people who don't have money. No offense. Rather than spending their money on luxuries, they invest on assets. For example, real estate, commercial real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, stuff like that. So you see? And these are the reasons why they become the top 1%. A future-oriented budget supports long-term financial success by aligning today's spending with future goals. So when you're writing down your budget, like for instance, you write a list of things you need. You also include like the number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, you have to put some money away for your emergency fund. Number 2, you have to put some money away for your investments. Number 3, and then the rest. So you merge the two. Stop just budgeting for this month, for this week, for today. Start budgeting even for the next 10 years. Okay? We are becoming the 1%. We are becoming the 1%. We will be an overcrowded 1%. They have to make room for us. Another thing the top 1% do is they invest in continuous learning. They're always learning. That's what, wanapenda kusoma. They're always learning new things. Always acquiring new skills. Acquiring knowledge that they know that can benefit their finances or their future or career growth. You'll find the wealthy taking courses, reading books, networking, just to stay informed. They never want to be left behind. Which, when you come to think of it, it makes a lot of sense. And that is why the wealthy, most of the time you're told when you sit at a table with the wealthy people, you need to be up to date with whatever is happening in the world because they are already informed. You better not come and bring your kuzuba there at that table. Okay? So, learn something, try and keep up with the times also. They understand that learning new skills or learning something new makes them adaptable to industry changes. They won't find it difficult to adapt or to blend in because they are keeping up with information. They also know learning helps them seize opportunities for advancement. We all want to advance. I want to advance. Let's advance. Okay? I'm serious. And this is why you'll find a successful entrepreneur studying something like digital marketing so that they can improve their business. They will study something like that and then they will go and apply it in their business. So even if they're trying to employ you, they don't really need you. So ukileta shida hivi kidogo and you're not bringing much to the table, they just dispose you because they know these things. Sometimes it's just that you can't do everything and they need a helping hand. Investing in learning is a long-term strategy that pays off by improving personal and professional growth. The wealthy know the importance of education or the importance of learning. While most of you are taking advantage or you think this is boring and you decided, once I'm done with school, I am not reading again, I think hapo ndio sasa umejikwaza. Allow yourself to study more, learn something new, acquire more knowledge. But that's only if you want to become the top 1%. Great things come with sacrifice. Another thing the top 1% or the wealthy do is they take calculated risks. Not just any risks. They take calculated risk. These are well thought out decisions. Before they come to decide something, they've thought about it really hard. These are well thought out decisions made with potential rewards in mind. If they know they won't get any reward for it, they don't invest in that. For them, it has to make sense. The math has to math. Some of you go and invest and you're told the math is not mathing, but you still go ahead. And then you come and cry to us. Because they always analyze risk very carefully, looking at gains and losses before deciding anything. This allows growth and minimizes losses. For instance, a top investor can take a risk in a promising startup after thorough research. Okay? The other people, when you tell them to invest with potential or on potential, they won't even do the research. They'll be like, no. Investing in startups can be great, but do your research, because when they become big, the people who believed in such or did their own surveys and research, they become the big ballers now. Calculated risks open doors for wealth building without reckless decisions. The top 1% are not reckless. Another thing they do is they build a strong wealth network. They take this networking thing very seriously. These are connections with other financially savvy individuals, people who are like-minded, people who think like them, people who invest like them, people who offer opportunities, advice, and these are the same people who will offer you support. This differentiates the top 1% from the rest 99%. They actively build relationships with mentors, investors, and industry experts through networking, events, clubs, or professional groups. This in return provides them valuable insights, potential partnerships, and access to opportunities that normally you wouldn't find or that might otherwise be unavailable. And that's why you'll find some opportunities, you can only get them when you're in certain rooms. Not to say that you know these people, but the moment they feel like they know you, there's a high chance they will open up and you get to know of these opportunities. That's why you'll find a successful investor joining a local financial group, joining a golf club, or attending conferences just to connect with like-minded individuals like himself. Building a wealth network is essential for long-term success and assessing new opportunities or avenues for growth. My last point for today is the top 1% have a habit of financial discipline. This is where they are consistent when it comes to sticking to their budget, savings, and making thoughtful decisions while purchasing something. They always track their expenses and avoid impulse buying. So these are some of those things you can notice. You can tell the difference between the 1% and the 99%. The 99% don't mind impulse buying. But this is something you'll never see the top 1% doing. If it's not on the budget, or if they have not planned for it, forget about it. It's either you wait, they plan for it, or if you can't wait, find another option. They are always setting clear financial goals. And that is why you'll find a high earner tracking all his expenses, avoiding impulse buying, even if his income goes high. The normal person, once their income goes high, you'll find them changing the car they're driving. They'll change their address. Literally, like you can tell. It's so visible. But for the top 1%, they don't do those things. You won't even know. And that's why nowadays you can't even tell a wealthy person by looking at him. Because they are the simplest of beings. You can't tell how much someone has. But the flashy ones, those ones are the ones who have nothing to their name. The top 1% don't go bumper to bumper with their income. Low income, low lifestyle, high income, high lifestyle. No. They create a budget and stick to it. Even when circumstances are good or great or awesome, they stick to their budget. Practicing financial discipline helps you build a stable foundation for wealth. Discipline also helps you protect your assets over time. When you lack discipline, you can invest in something, but you might end up losing all of it. Discipline is something that is very important, especially on your financial journey. Like I always say, discipline and wealth go hand in hand. Well, which strategy surprised you the most? And which strategy are you willing to incorporate in your life? For me, I'll go with strategy number 3. I will incorporate my future plans into my budget now. Let me see in 6 months what difference that will make. I hope this gets to help someone. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified once we upload another new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.